Greetings everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Stellaris, the Cetusian Imperium, Episode 9, which originally streamed live on Twitch. So, welcome, and Happy New Year to everybody. It's wonderful to have you for another year. A lot of you are logging multiple years of watching, which is just mind-boggling to me. Let me do the quick recap. The quick recap is oddly very sad. So, I knew I was spoiling for a fight I likely couldn't win, but I went to war with the Themlar up here. They are fanatical purifiers, and they did just that. They nuked the Chelsea Prime until it became a tomb world. So, here it is, a little sad tomb world that maybe someday I'll be able to, terraform back into an ocean planet. I was hoping that the 001s were going to come to my aid, and they really didn't. They really let me down in a big way. I was rather surprised how ineffective. I don't think they sent ships not once. So, loser allies. And I lost that war. I actually won every battle. I never lost a single fleet battle, but I did lose the overall war, and that's what counts. So, what ended up happening was the clock ran out. Because my war exhaustion got maxed. This is a different war. And now I'm in a different war. This war is against the Connies. And I'm going to update my current priority. Let's go win the war against Connie. Does that all fit? Yeah, it fits. Cool. So they declared war on me as I was in the middle of the Themlar War, and I really couldn't pay attention to both wars at the same time. I figured that the Connie War likely wasn't going to be that difficult, and I think I've been proven right. So now what I need to do is to send my fleets, which are currently banged up a little bit, but send my fleets down to conquer, or at least to beat back Connie. And the war goal here is for me to embarrass them. So it's going to be rather easy for me to conquer them. And yeah, they are snails. So I'm against, oddly, this is so strange. I'm a fish fighting butterflies, or moths, and snails. Just Stellaris things, my friend. Just Stellaris things. I don't know. So, right now I have my current fleet heading towards Connie. And I need to make sure that they don't bombard Tannering Prime until it goes poof. It doesn't look like they're currently doing that. It only has a devastation of 2%. But we got to get there because Tannering is going to be my my bread and butter planet. It is a very, very nice planet to have. Oh, you just closed your borders to me? Well, guess what? I'll do it too. Once this war wraps up, I will have you guys decide what the focus should be. Whether it should be vengeance and revenge against the Themlar, getting ready to take them on, or something else. So, my two fleet are heading down to Connie. And let's see what my... I do have a free starbase capacity, because I had a starbase at Chelsea that got taken over. So I might fill in that starbase. Let me see what else has been going on, because it has been a while. So as far as civilian ships go, I have a science ship that is missing and will be missing for 2 more years. Wow, they are missing in action a long time. Holy cow. And then another science ship that's way up in this... so I do have some northern potential allies. The Uthabulin, or whatever they're called. We're cordial with one another, but they are pacifists. They're authoritarian, but they are pacifists, so it might be possible to actually form some sort of alliance at some point with them. So I think what I'm going to do is let's roll out another science ship, because I do have some debris to analyze for sensors and combat computers, which would be good. Let me catch up on the events. So, AK Dev, thank you for the bits. Thank you so very much, and Morty as well. Kestrel. Kestrel, you're the same Kestrel in the YouTube comments. Or, no, I don't think you are, if you caught up on the YouTube series. Cicero and Zeus, thank you for the subs and the resubs. And AK Dev for bits yet again. I appreciate it. Let me unlock the Yoda streamer cam. And we have a new encounter with Mem aliens. These guys are mining drones, it looks like. What are my envoys working on? They are building up spy networks. Sure, let's analyze Mem for the spy that was spying on Connie. I don't really need intel on Connie. It looks like they're pretty weak and should be easy to conquer. It's sad that we now have a tomb world. Yes, I agree. Obviously, I think my focus is going to be to attempt to terraform it, you know, when I'm able. Let's have my science ship go around the mining ships so I can keep surveying. And this is on the border of Themlar, so I gotta be careful. But we do have a peace treaty with them because we just ended our war. A new scientist. I will recruit this guy. And just a little reminder, the way the raffles work for Stellaris, because there's just so much to raffle off, I have a continuous raffle. I don't have a timer or anything like that. It's just always raffles going on. So, AK Dev, congrats. You are now a scientist researching debris. Let me fix Yoda's cam. I messed with the green screen settings and he's kind of casting a shadow. Still not good. I haven't really changed the lighting in here. It's kind of strange that it's doing this. No? Okay, well, I don't know. There. It's good enough. Hey, Tristan. Oh, it was, yeah, space automata. Wow, I can't say that at all. And we're going to be investigating that. I think this is a peace treaty. No, this is the timing out peace treaty offer. Something I don't need to pay attention to. Hey, Dastardly. Welcome to the stream. So when the forced peace with the butterflies ends, will I be cut off from my half of my empire? Yes, I will. But when that forced peace ends, I'll be able to soon thereafter redeclare war if I think it's winnable, or even if it's not winnable. Going through some of the galactic community things to vote on. I'm going to support things and not support things based upon how I feel about that. I don't know. Don't care about a lot of this. I don't care about that. Okay, cool. To declare war, do you just yell, I declare war? Sort of. You have to pick a reason to go to war. And you have to have a reason to go to war. So if I wanted to go to war, you know, there's claims, there's humiliates, there's tributes. And then as you gain technology, there's other... Depending on your ethos, there's also wars of ethos. So if you're like a fanatic purifier, like the Themlar is, you have a lot of options about going to war because when you want to purify everybody, that's basically the only reason you ever need. So if I declared war on the Themlar, for instance, it would be a war of containment. Wars of containment are just when there is a existential threat to the galaxy. You don't really need a good reason to go to war with them. The only reason that you really need is that they threaten everybody, and that's reason enough. So the game sort of gives you a blanket reason against empires that are warmongering like that. Looking for another scientist. So our last scientist, who was it? Randall Thor died. Oh, Randall Thor. Died old age, though. And here we go. We've got Viper. All hail Researcher Viper. Oops. If I could click that correctly. There we are. So my fleets are en route to head towards my own territories that have been invaded. So we're currently working on that. There's also a lot of stuff that I haven't claimed yet. So like Vermilion, for instance, has tons and tons of resources. So I should head to Vermilion to grab it. I missed a puppy treat. That I did. Puppy, you gotta take a treat. Okay, so yeah, ancient mining drones.
We are being contacted by
that is exactly what they are. And I can analyze the ancient mining drones for science soon. Okay, I'm also out of food. I'm not doing a really good job of balancing my my empire's budgets here because I lost a planet, so I have to make up for that loss. But right now, I'm only going to be really focusing on this war at hand and nothing else. Not really.
Flotsam salvaged.
Okay. Do I have enough money to become your patron? Not currently. But if I sell some stuff... No, but maybe next month. Ask again soon. Maybe if I... Yeah, there we go. And that allows me to get more unity, which gives me ascension stuff, which is great. A hydrate. Cheers. Well, you can't even see me cheers, because Yoda's on. Yoda. Bye. Alright, Senate's now in session. We're voting on regulatory facilitation. Everybody supports it, so it's likely to pass. And here we go. Now I'm starting to reconquer the territories I've lost. And it shouldn't be too long until I've pushed Connie out of my territory, unless they're packing a fleet much larger than they've shown me to have so far. Another thing I need to do is to figure out how many people are on Tannering Prime. So there's a garrison of 280 because they invaded. So what I need to do is build up about 280 strength to push them out. So I'm going to recruit some armies with minerals I don't currently have.
Grow ever stronger.
So I should not have sold my minerals there. But here we go. There. Now I'm getting some armies, and we'll be able to push them out soon.
Loot from enemy wrecks seized.
We have AK Dev going to head to some of these anomalies here to figure out what they are. And I cannot afford to donate. Sorry. That would have given me a little bit of influence, which would have been nice if I could afford it, but I can't. Hey, Elin Lacrosse, welcome to the stream. And the Therabites are becoming more xenophobic, or xenophilic? Oh, because they're rebels. They're rebels from the Lavis, who are not xenophiles. Okay. So it looks to me like the Skyra fleet is slower than the Zack Dyer fleet, so I'm going to have the Zack Dyer fleet follow the Skyra fleet so they attack targets at the same time, cooperatively. That way, we don't self-divide. It also looks like Connie pushed out of my territory. I don't really see their ships anymore, so if I was to take a guess, they bailed because they knew they were going to lose, but, I mean, who knows? Alright, so I'm going to go straight to Tannering. Now, one of the problems I'm going to have is I don't really have an army to take back Tannering yet. So I'm going to start to move my army to Tannering for that purpose. It's going to take a while to get there because there's a lot of travel involved. What a lot of travel involved. So here's an unidentified empire that's right up against Themlar. So we'll see who they are soon, once I introduce myself to them. Let's see if that is in the logs. There's the Fungal Trail, Anyone Home, which is a dig site. No. How do I not know who they are yet? That's strange. Maybe they're marauders or something. Hey, Chelsea, thanks for gifting out to Plate Glass. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, so they're keepers of knowledge. Yeah, there they are. Fallen Empire, that makes sense. It also makes sense that Themlar hasn't traveled into their territory because Fallen Empire is way stronger. So here's the fight to take back Tannering's starbase, and then I have to invade Tannering Prime, reinvade it to take it back over. because they invaded it, so. But this shouldn't be that hard. And then one of the advantages of retaking the Sylvanti anchorage is I'll be able to repair my fleet because they've been traveling here damaged this whole time. They've been damaged because I've been just trying to get there ASAP. If you look at the war score, their war score is going to be dropping pretty soon, I suspect. Here, let me enter orbit here to repair. Because they are losing some of the things that they had captured. And yeah, that was the first gifted sub of the year. Themlar Executioner has declared on our ally 001. Consequently, we are now at war with the Themlar Executioners. I really should have broke that defensive pact. Like, badly. What is the war goal for them? Oh, you know what? They are fanatic purifiers, so their war goal is just to invade everything, which is kind of a problem because my fleet is tied up. So I'm going to need to retake Tannering, repair, and then head to the front to defend an ally that I hate. Ouch. That sucks. I'm hoping that their fleets head towards 001. Now, another thing that I can do here, which is interesting, is I have an opportunity to recapture some of my territories, which is awesome, because I lost them, so I might actually be able to repair some of the border gore here once I wrap up the war with the Connies. So let me update the current priority. Beat Connie and Themlar, I guess. Yeah.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, I desperately need minerals, so Vermilion's gonna be a godsend here. I also need food, but we'll fix that later. Alright, this is a little awkward because I sent my scientist, AK Dev, to research anomalies in Themlar's territory, but then Themlar declared war on me, so he's kind of behind enemy lines. We'll see how that plays out. The other thing is me... Oh, geez. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. So the armies that I was sending over to help Tannering Prime can't get there anymore because now I am cut off. And it looks like Themlar is building up... Yeah, they're building up fleets on my border. I hate my ally. Oh my god. I cannot... Yeah. I just can't even. I can't even. So I don't really have... There we go. Now they're repaired. I need to hustle to take La Crosse back and to take the Byron Industries anchorage, to then defend my own territories, because Diamond 2 Wars, and I hate you, 001s. I really do. So I'm almost certainly going to lose Small Street, and
give them a broadside.
I'm probably going to lose a lot of my territory coming up here. So I'm hoping that I can wrap up one fight to start the other. What are you doing? Oh, this is a science ship that got displaced. There is nothing for you to do right now.
All hands, fire at will! Our port is under siege!
They're not even moving their fleets. Do they even have fleets? I don't even see that 001 has fleets. Why did I become a defensive pact with them? Big ol' mistake that.
Our star base is lost.
Alright, there goes Small Street Station. I knew that was coming. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my armies land on Cetus Prime to defend it. It's now a defensive army rather than an attack army. We do sound like cartoon pirates? Yeah, absolutely. At Facepalm Therapy, I'm going to create a starport here that will become a secondary shipyard. Maybe. Oh, God. This is going to be real messy. Are there big... Oh, who is you? Who are you? Okay, they're headed east, which is interesting. So they're marching through their taken territory to go mess with 001. Cetus Prime is having some job shortages. I can fix that. Let me build food districts, agricultural districts. And what is this? Oh, one of the anomalies that I found, which only really helps out Themlar, which is kind of unfortunate. And the other anomaly I can't even get to because it's right next to their outpost, so I'm going to send AKDev to retreat back into my territory. So here is, I think... Yeah, this is a bastion, even though it says Anchorage. And Megahoof just died. Of old age. So, AKDev, you are going to fill in for Megahoof. And just continue exploring up in this area here.
Ever stronger.
So, this is the recapture of the Bastion. Byron's Industry Bastion. I'm going to take a chance here and just enter orbit at the Bastion so that I can repair, because I'm a little damaged here. Night Knave, who has cruisers? The Themlar? I mean, I've got destroyers and cruiser. What? No, that's another destroyer. Yeah, I don't have cruisers yet, so they're a little ahead of me, but not by a ridiculous amount.
We grow ever stronger.
Looks like Connie backed off of my border here.
Research complete.
And I'm out of food again. Fleet Academy and Naval Logistics Office will raise my naval capacity, which is kind of nice. And next will obviously be Colonial Centralization, because that's a really important tech to have for planetary capitals. I'm also going to try to fix up Tannering Prime before it goes to hell, even though it has been invaded. It's occupied, not invaded. I guess use the right terms. Oh, I can't do that until I re-occupy it. Yeah, it's going to be a little complicated. I think what I want to do is I want to wrap up the Connie fight. So as soon as these fleets are repaired, I'm going to push my way into Connie's territory.
We grow ever stronger.
To build up some war score. And then, after that, turn my attention to the Themlar fight. Because it looks like the Themlar are not really paying attention to me at the moment. Which really plays to my advantage. Because a two-front war is a bad idea. Oh man, Tannering is not doing well. It's okay. We'll survive it, I think. Alright, Zach Dyer, you follow Skyra. Skyra, bring it in. So as far as I can tell, they only have a 2K fleet. I have about a 4K fleet, so as long as they're not hiding fleets I don't know about, I think we should be alright. I think. And now we are starting to invade their territory, which should put this war score up. So ideally I want to achieve war goals so that I don't have to give up Tannering, because right now if I surrender, they keep Tannering Prime, which is a problem. And my armies are split off from my navies, so I can't really reinvade it at all. I'm sort of stuck not being able to reinvade it. Which obviously is a problem. So I need to build up enough war score so that they surrender to me. Oh, no, they have some good fleets. Are they pushing towards me? A little bit. So, this might be one of those... I am building up a new... Here, Night Knave, it's going to be yours. I'm building up a new shipyard. Night Knave, shipyard. And this should allow me to retrofit and replace ships that I've lost.
Ever stronger.
But taking a look at those two fleets, I'm not going to want to fight both fleets at the same time, so I got to be careful about that, because this is a larger fleet than I have. Possibly I could still win, depending on tech level, but, you know, being as careful as possible would be ideal.
A system has been charted.
So these guys are going to head back to Lacrosse, and then eventually go over to Facepalm. It also looks like 001s are starting to recapture some of the territory that I lost, which is interesting. Didn't ask them to do that, but I don't mind.
Ahoy there! Enemy
Hey, El
ships
Coco.
have been spotted.
Alright, Tannering Prime is
Intellectual
experiencing
booty.
some unemployment and the like, but there's literally nothing I can do about that because I don't... It's an occupied planet. I don't control it. Because I'm at war... I'm going to go with sensors. Yeah, I'm going to go with sensors, trying to increase my accuracy when I fire. Hydrate. Cheers. Am I still playing Tarkov? Nope. Haven't played Tarkov in maybe a year.
Technology secured.
I'd have to think about it. So ion thrusters is really good for our ships. Let's go with rare crystal mining. That might be pretty important. And then these ships here are going to have Night Knave shipyard as a home and start to improve and retrofit. So let's take a look at the designs real quick. So we have the Orton. And there is really not a lot of improvements that I can make to the Orton at the moment. Yeah, no, there's really no improvements. I really need shield tech, but they just have not been offered. So I think if I want to defend against their fleets, my best bet is to use my Bastion here as a method to defend against their big fleets. Okay, and then here's one of the Themlar Navy. As far as I can tell, it's all Corvettes. They don't have any cruisers as far as I can see. Hey, Guero! You see I'm clean-shaven? Yep. Oh, yes. Very shorn. So we've fixed most of the unemployment problems on Cetus Prime, adding one more industrial district, and an embassy with who? Orbis Customer Synergies? Sure, more the merrier. The shipyards here are almost done. As soon as the shipyards are done, I'm probably going to create a new science ship down here because I can't send them over to analyze things like this archaeological site or the debris here. Yes, it cost me 100 extra alloys to do it, but uh-oh, I might not be able to... Yep, let me stay here. Looks like they're coming. So... let's stay right here where we can guard. All right, what is this science ship? You are gonna head, yeah, up there. All right, let's enter the orbit of this bastion, and it wouldn't be a terrible idea for me to upgrade the bastion if we can keep it defended. So let's go and sell off some resources to be able to do that. So now that I have some food income, There we go. That should be enough for the Starhold. For even more defenses. The voice is right, but the face isn't? I know, I'm an imposter. It's as weird for you as it is for me. So I don't have the alloys for that yet. I do now. So the problem with this science ship is it's a little sketchy to go through Randall to try to get to some of this stuff. So it's going to be mostly for debris here. And these guys are... they're coming. Yep. The Connies are coming. The Connies are coming. So what I want to do is I want to repair my 2 fleets as much as I can and then back away from the Bastion so the Bastion does the tanking for me. So as soon as they start warping in, which is going to be... oh no, they turned around. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Get out of here. I desperately want to upgrade these fleets. Oh no, they're coming back. I don't know what they're doing. They're just jiggling around the galaxy. It's not for me to understand.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, what is... the Themlar are now coming into Cali. And here is my science ship. So my science ship is going to get Waffle Fortress, and Waffle Fortress, you are going to get some of these research projects. Vermilion is fully tapped. And I am currently researching crystal mines, so let's go get... and Vermilion's going to need a name, too. It's going to be raffled off in a second. But let's get Manthal. And Vermilion, what name are you going to have? You are going to have the Exarch system. It also has an arid world of 25 size, so that would be really good for me to terraform and then colonize.
The enemy is in our sights. Fire when ready.
A new tradition? Master Shipwrights, absolutely. So now we have ships build cheaper and they build faster. And then the last one in the supremacy tree is War Games, which allows us to have larger fleets and my admirals level up higher. And then when it's completed, we get the War Doctrine of Supremacy, which is not something I intend to use anytime soon. So here we go. Here's the battle. The big battle. So as soon as the Bastion starts opening fire... oh, they're turning around again? What the hell? This is the most indecisive fleet I've ever seen. I'm going to try to cut down the 540s here. And Randall Thor, thank you for gifting out to a sub. I don't know why they're dividing themselves, but I'm going to completely destroy this fleet here while the main fleet's buzzed off. You snooze, you lose.
Engaged. Give them a broadside.
Cowards? Yeah, absolutely, they're cowards. They're dead cowards, though, so there's that. Now, I still really want to get out to Facepalm Therapy or the Night Knave Shipyard so that I can retrofit my ships and upgrade them, because it's been a while. But I'm just not having that opportunity.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Oh, they are coming into Byron. Okay. I need to send my fleets up north. I really need to end this fight against Connie, but they are they're wimping out. They're just not attacking me. The problem is if I traveled back to Facepalm to the Night Knave Shipyard, they would likely invade Lacrosse. Lacrosse is currently in the process of upgrading to a Starhold, but until that upgrade is done, it's vulnerable and pretty easy to capture. Between a rock and a hard place, where I'm at. Yeah, let's actually not bother with that. Man.
They wish to speak with us.
Non-aggressive with you guys. You know what? I'd love to, but I want my influence. I'm going to keep my influence. Because the more of those treaties that you sign, the more influence that you spend. Oh, now they're coming back again. What's interesting is this fleet here is like pretty highly damaged, but they just haven't repaired. So we'll wrap this up and then we'll try to bait these guys into a bigger fight. They're just not, they're avoiding me. And I understand why.
Flotsam salvaged.
Okay, someone new just closed their borders to me, so return the favor. And boarding parties, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, the Themlar have someone in repo. Okay. Upgrade one fleet and then the other? Yeah, that would be a good idea. I think that if I have one fleet go, I'll still be in a scenario where I get invaded, though. I could try it. Better jump soon, Skyra. There you go. Another thing I could do is to switch one of these gun batteries for a shipyard to just upgrade here, which might be a pretty reasonable solution. So I'm going to do that for now and put off the Star Hold for a bit. In fact, I could even potentially cancel the Star Hold and just start... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cancel the Star Hold, and instead, I'm going to have the Night Nave shipyard start to make ships for me, so that I have a bigger fleet. Alright, please tell me they're coming. Oh, they are so not going to ever fight me, are they? Incoming transmission from the Balderek public announcement. They are telling me that they're very happy with me helping them out, moving them around and resettling them as their personal taxi service. You're welcome.
Engaging the enemy. Prepare the boarding parties.
Alright, so now, yeah, the Themlar are just sort of picking on all the territories that are undefended up here because my fleets are busy. And I'll be working on that soon. So here, I'm going to sell off a ton of resources, buy as many alloys as I can, and start to actually put together a fleet that can actually defend my borders decently. And then I'll get them upgraded. Oh boy, and there's a big naval cluster here at Alf Just Alf. Alright, let's go over to Facepalm. Because they are, the Themlar are clearly not just at war with 001. In fact, they're not at war with 001 at all. They haven't really messed with 001 at all. They basically just declared war on 001 as, like, a way to capture more of my territory, which is absolutely obnoxious. Worst defensive pact ever. Which edicts do I have? Here, let me show you. So, in terms of, my primary edicts, I've been saving my influence, but I probably should hit, like, research subsidies now. And then, one of the other things I could do is for my diplomatic stance, I could potentially change it for, or war philosophy. I could change some of my stances in order to help out this war, but I don't think there's really much for me to do here. I surely cannot get supremacy because I'm not supreme in that way. But I could do belligerent, which would reduce my war exhaustion and increase my naval capacity. So that's a potential option. But it would make it harder for me to have positive relationships with potential allies.
Ahoy there! Enemy ships have been spotted!
Okay. So, I'm taking a chance here. Very likely, the Connie War will be a status quo war. And that's because we're both getting war exhausted.
Flotsam salvage.
And I'm going to send my fleets over to the Night Nave shipyard to self-improve upgrade the latest designs, reinforce, and then actually start fighting the Themlar, because the Themlar is extraordinarily aggressive and then just pushing in everything. So the Night Knave shipyard actually might fall here in a minute as a result. And we just got new sensors. Come on, game. Give me shields. I don't... This is killing me. They just keep not offering shields as an option to me. It's very, very painful. So I'm just going to pick capacity or global energy management because it's the fastest one to get. And hopefully I get shields. I'm getting RNG screwed. And I'm going to put this back to... Oh, I don't know. Gun battery. I'm so, like, between a rock and a hard place here. We want to hit their fleets at the same time to inflict maximum damage with minimal losses, so one follows the other, and we'll be there in a minute.
Give them a broadside.
Now, I think what I'm going to try to do, provided that Connie doesn't push towards Lacrosse, is try to recapture the chain of solar systems between Tannering and Cetus. That would allow me to send an army down to Tannering, although I do think the war against the Connies are going to end pretty soon. And then it would remove all this border gore, which is absurd. But they are definitely reinvading, and they have a fleet easily able to get Lacrosse quickly. And there's not much I'm going to be able to do about that. Very stuck. Okay, so here is the fight for Facepalm. And I think I'm actually going to change my diplomatic stance to reduce my war exhaustion and increase my naval capacity so I'm not paying extra taxes. I think that's worth doing. Cheers! Alright, this was relatively easy, but I knew it was going to be easy because we were definitely stronger. I'm going to upgrade to the latest designs as fast as I can. There is no debris to analyze, so there's no technology that Themlar had in that fleet that I didn't already know. This fleet is definitely going to push towards Lacrosse. I have a quick question for you all. What should I focus on? Connie or Themlar? So if I focus on Connie, I would be doubling back and regaining Lacrosse and trying to end the war with Connie, which seems to be going to be ending pretty soon. The problem is they have a really large fleet, so it might be tough. The focusing on Themlar would allow me to perhaps retake some of this, but it's also a war that is not soon to be ending because our war exhaustion is not really built up. So I have less time for Connie, more time for Themlar, but the benefits of gaining the advantage over Themlar is higher than they are for Connie. Perhaps I can do one and then the other, though. Oh, my leader just got stubborn. That's okay. And then these ships are missing for quite a while, so I shouldn't rely on them. Got it. Alright, so here's the upgrades.
Ships ready for action.
And yeah, this fleet is definitely stronger than it was before, which is good. Nice new sensors and all that. I like it. Second fleet is getting upgraded now too. The second fleet might be waiting, and I'm not sure about this, but might be waiting on the fact that I don't really have a lot of alloys, so I'll buy some to be able to foot the bill for the retrofits. Alright. You guys kind of want me to push Connie.
With us.
Connie wants a peace treaty, and all they'll keep is Lacrosse. Okay, so let me focus on Connie. As soon as as soon as Zach Dyer's flotilla is upgraded, I will turn towards Connie and do as much damage as I can. I had an envoy that died. I don't even think this envoy was doing anything. Whatever happened to my scientist? Oh, yeah, they're just waiting for me to tell them something to do. My bad. This envoy will represent me in the galactic community, raising my profile by almost nothing. So I don't know how my fleets are going to fare against this fleet, which is honestly much larger. But if we defend against that fleet using the Savanti anchorage, our chances improve. I wish I could just delete these two ships. Maybe I can in the fleet manager. Yeah. There. Now I can reinforce my fleet and not wait for ships that aren't going to show up for a long time. Come on, alloys. Yeah, alloys early game is always like a big old bottleneck. How much time is left in the Connie fight? So I could settle status quo right now, but we're not at a countdown yet. I'm not. Neither side is war exhausted, as you can see. So it's greater than 2 years. All right, let's start to reinforce tannering. What kind of damage are they doing? They're doing... Are they mostly missile boats? Oh no, they are mostly coil guns. Got it. Okay. So now the problem is this peace offer here has them keeping Stutach. So unless I can actually push them back, it's in my disadvantage not to accept that peace treaty early. That's okay. Kind of an all or nothing. Hedge the bets. Monthal needs a name, so... I'm just gonna call it Hoots for reasons. So Hoots, congratulations, you won. Ooh, yes. Hold on a second. They are splitting up their fleets. They're dividing so I can conquer. They have this 3K fleet going east, this fleet going north. Absolutely, I will use that to my advantage. And no, I'm not signing a non-aggressive treaty pact. This is really good news for them to split up like this. I have a dig site available? Yes, I am aware. I don't have any scientists that can get there, though. Trying to get to this dig site, I'd have to go through occupied territory. My scientists would die approaching that. So instead of killing off a scientist for no reason, I have to... I can either create another shipyard down here, which is extraordinarily expensive for one dig site, or just be patient until I recapture territory.
Engaging the enemy. Prepare the boarding parties.
But this scientist here, hanging out with me, should probably back up a little bit. So I basically just sat on their entry point, waiting for them to inflict max damage. Is this fleet chasing my scientist? No. Oh, they're getting monster trucked here. Yeah! Oh, I'm so glad I didn't sign that peace treaty. Where are we flying to, though?
Stronger.
So, Mr. Scientist, let's analyze this debris for plasteel armor and cold reactors. I like it.
Prepare the boarding parties. Taking evasive action.
And let's rip up their next fleet. I'm not damaged enough that taking time to reinforce or anything or repair is going to be to my benefit. Who is this? Fresh face young man? Oh, I don't know. I'm Rad's evil twin. Alright, so we have officially hit war exhaustion. But I'm actually pretty close to achieving my war goals against them. If I could knock out a few more fleets and recapture Lacrosse and Stutach and Tannering, I'm pretty sure I can win the war against the Connies. So that is my current goal. I think it's obtainable. Because they are not, they're not tactically genius or even smart. Thank you for tuning in to the Cetusian Imperium, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Discord has a method to sign up for events and notifications, and the link can be found in the description or at Rhadamant.com. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, friends.